Jesus Christ. Banter and tech support. But we're here, finally. All right. Hey.
Did it.
Fucking not an hour too early.
All right.
Everyone, finally, with a refurbished, revitalized new computer. Look at that thing glow.
Woo!
Yes, sir. She's a micro.
And it worked perfectly.
Yeah. Micro ATX case, and what is it? Asus puts a little plug point on it where you can plug standard LEDs into it. So, some friends of mine bought me some cheap Sylvania LED strips from Superstore some time ago, like some $30 kit. Plugged right in. No problem. Just that's it. And you can control it from the computer and everything. So that's cool. Also, she's got 2 gigs more RAM, same video card, and same hard drive. But the chip is now a not a Celeron, but a Pentium 4 gigahertz something or other, as opposed to the AMD. What did I have? Athlon X2 stalwart unit. Still in the board over there, but fucked if I can find a 965 board these days. There's no chance of that. Stalwart little unit. Still good. That board could probably actually get fixed and put back into service, really, but...
It's actually noticeable on our end.
Yeah.
The cameras on the table are running smoother.
Like they're actually much. It seems like a lot higher quality, and
it's less choppy. Like
way less choppy.
Yeah.
Like I can see everything now.
I know it from streaming. Cameras and microphones take a ton of power, and I know like USB ports come in pairs. So if I have a camera in one of the pairs, I cannot have a microphone or something else that draws too much power, or else they both won't work right.
Yeah, that's why I have to put all the cameras on the motherboard ports. And then I have another card of USB 3 ports, and it only takes microphones. Yeah, it takes some doing. It takes some fucking around with them to get them to work. And
that's true.
The USB card is powered, and I actually have a USB 2 card that I usually throw in there just to provide extra ports for microphones and keyboard and shit like that. But yeah, it seems like she's holding now. So blessed be. We'll see how long she holds out for. But for now, for all intents and purposes, the one thing we are missing is, of course, the star of the show, and that's going to be the Battle Bus.
Hell yeah!
Whoop whoop.
Now, as has been the tradition for the last 2 episodes, and let's let this tradition die tonight, Sean, if you could regale us with the last 2 sessions worth of doings, and bring us up to speed, once and for fucking all, and then we will go back to 1 session's worth of story.
There we go. All right, so the group was taking a look over the competition, seeing what's out there: Racing Elephant, Penis Mobile, some traditional carts, and we ran to the sporty vehicle that Orion had taken joyriding. So the Dragors, they're still fixing up their shit after somebody blew their stuff up. A bunch of smaller vehicles. There's a team of gnomes, well armored, wide bodies. Alex and Bjorn are guarding the vehicle. Bjorn's making some goggles for himself. Mo cleans himself up, goes looking for a helmet. Morsi's going over the fuel. Lavash is shipping out fuels to where they got to get to. And the Pasha's there taking a look around at things with the sword. The Pasha's not too happy about the stuff that we've been doing, is kind of annoyed at what we're up to, but he's pleasantly surprised with how we managed to cripple some of the other teams a little bit, at least slow them down a little bit, but he knows that we're going to be a target. Then we all realize that we can't find our driver, Rico. He's out getting, we thought was drunk, but he was actually getting poisoned. We ended up having to take him to a cleric and get him healed up. Orion goes shopping for a mask. Bjorn is there looking for a treatment. We all go back to camp. We get a little takeout for everybody in the crew. Mo hurts his back doing a big backflip. We eat some food. We send out some food to the cleric and to make sure that Bjorn gets a bite to eat while everything's over there. He's very suspicious. Tries to feed the DoorDasher. What happens here? Lasbury and Orion go off. We ask the thieves for some help. We got to get some money in our pocket, 1,100 gold, to try and get them to help out. We swing by, see how everyone else is doing. And then we head back to camp to ask for money. Orion straight up and gets scolded, but he gets the cash to go buy that off of them. Mo's looking for potions, lights himself on fire, and a paladin tries to save him. Keeps trying to grab potions, heads back to the tent. Barry's giving the vehicle one last look over. Gento and Lavash are bringing in a barrel. We load up onto the bus. Here's some roaring in the distance, and as we're all getting ready, we move our way up to the starting line. When we get to the starting line, Rico gets us moving. Orion is in the air. Penis Mobile is on a cliff edge. There's no aggression yet. Rico's hands are looking like he's going through a little bit of DT. And then the Penis Mobile leaps off a cliff in front of us, and that's where we stopped. I had the barrel of the cannon trained on the car that was leaping over us, and that's it.
Right on. Indeedy duty did it go down as such. And as where are we here? The camera should be panning with some good music. Yeah, that'll work. How loud's the music on you guys' end?
I hear nothing.
When it's on, I was hearing it was like perfect, nice and soft, and not overpowering it.
How's that?
Okay, yeah, that's good.
All right, great. As the camera opens up, it focuses in upon Rico, staring ahead, as he resolutely watches the massive treaded vehicle in front of you, kicking up dust, avoiding the massive rooster tail and clouds coming off the back end of that vehicle in front of him. He steers expertly as bits of stone suddenly come hurtling from overhead, tremors coming from the cliffs aside you. Bits of rubble, rock, boulder, stone, drizzle and rain from overhead, landing down in the sand all around and pelting down upon the glider suspended overhead by the massive cable tethered to the battle bus, hurtling along the sandy stretch. As the massive treaded vehicle lands kicking up dust and steers swerving ahead of you, its guns trained ahead as it is barely visible on the other side of the clouds it's producing. It races, swerving back and forth for the brief moment before it straightens out, and then slowly begins to get gained upon by Rico as he pulls up ahead, bringing you guys sidelong with it. The massive glider overhead being yanked in aside. You made rolls last session there, Cody, for Orion dodging the rubble from overhead. And so to that effect, we watch as Orion dodges to and fro, swinging the glider as best he can to get a view of what's impending upon him. As a result, you manage to keep yourself aloft decently enough. Who was training what on the Dickmobile?
I'm on the cannon.
And I'd have the ballista aimed at him.
Pretty good. And so from the back, you bring yourself best you can to line up, as Barium does as well. As the camera pans against you guys, bringing around to watch as the bus comes hurtling alongside the dick tank, pulling up alongside it as such. Barium, you're inside alongside Rico, yeah?
Yep.
You can hear Rico shout out. Are we avoiding them, or are we taking ourselves close?
Shouldn't take any unnecessary risks.
Understood. He starts to let the bus slow up and pulls back as the dick tank still continues to careen forward, swerving back and forth. It's at such a point that you guys start to hear some strange sounds echoing from overhead, although Orion, from your vantage, they seem pretty clear, loud and clear, as the massive lizardly screams echo from overtop the cliffs. It's a moment later they can easily see the contrast shadows as they pass overhead. And down from the bus, the lot of you have the opportunity to appreciate the massive beauty of the incredible stature of the Wyvern hurtling overhead, sending shadows down along you as it swings around, hovering just some distance away as it swerves, seeing fresh prey in the air. These are
Wait,
the only
fresh prey?
On the bus.
Someone's an airborne snack.
Cut him loose.
Reel me in! Reel me in! Reel me in!
Well, this
Yeah.
all these minis they can't find the
Sometimes we have to cut our losses.
Not today, motherfucker.
It's for the greater good of the colony, man.
The greater good.
There ain't no greater or good. Alright? It's not good.
Mark, take one for the team.
As the camera pans up alongside you, hurtling overhead from where the bus is resident, you can easily see the Wyvern come swerving in alongside you and come dipping slowly towards where you fly. So there's him, and then his sister or brother. You're not quite sure.
Oh, there's a pair.
Oh yes. Well, I mean, there's three now, really.
Oh, I didn't realize the third one was on the other side. So, are we shooting Mom first?
Are we shooting anything?
I mean, they're not attacking it. I mean, are they looking like they're?
Far away are they?
Yeah,
That's an
this is
excellent
color
question.
commentary.
But
How hungry are they?
as you're hovering there, the last shadow. There's another shadow that appears as one more seems to join the mix, hovering far and overhead. But the glider certainly goes dark above you. So, if everyone can roll initiative.
My favorite.
Don't want to over-aggress, but we must let them know we mean business.
I think they're about to tell us.
Yeah, I don't know if we're dictating this anymore.
No.
A 9.
Also, I just want to state that, at the end of the day, nobody cares how you aggress on nature.
Okay.
True.
Well, then we gotta hope that someone go for the dick. I got 13.
I got 10.
Damn, Rick. So I see that 3.
Thanks, dude.
Mr. Dobransky, what does Sorth have?
He's at 10.
10 for Sorth.
Yeah.
What do we got there, Laz?
13.
13 for Laz.
This whole crew sounded afraid of a couple flying things.
Mo, what do you got?
And-
I got
Me?
9.
5 or 9?
9.
9 for Mo.
Sorth is a ground lizard. Nothing
Barium?
should fly.
I got a 4.
Alright, I gotta remove that from this playlist. That's just not gonna work. You got a 4 for Barium?
Yep.
And then Orion.
10.
10 for Orion. Is Sorth or Orion going first?
I'll go second.
Yeah. That's good to me.
Yeah.
And finally,
16.
ooh,
Nice.
16 for Bjorn.
Reaction time.
Nice work, baby. And your Dungeon Master will be going on a 16 plus bonus.
25.
With that, the the two babies swerve in and overhead, or coming over to the other side, hover in alongside one of the you assume to be parents. As the camera swerves around, trying not to catch. Oh, fuck me! Come on. Still, I have enough Play-Doh on there that the fucking thing still is on. Testament, baby. All right, there it is. Fuck out of here. Alright, as we were. Hey, come on. Hold still. Alright. Is that as high as I can go with the... Alright, there we are. Even better. Yes. Oh, I can't get quite the shadow that. Balls. Oh, there we go.
It's happening again?
Yeah, no, it's working now.
Okay, thank goodness.
There we go. Fuck yeah. As I was saying, actually, I'll roll separately for Dick Tank. Dick Tank rolls a 8. Goes right here. Wish I could remember what family that was. Totally forgot to look up the episode. That said, though, the two children fly over to the other side. Mommy flies in and tries to rake along as Bjorn, you watch her come hurtling in towards you. You instinctually duck behind the ballista, or do you try to distract her away from the machine? Actually, what do you do? Like for do you take cover with the ballista or not? Is basically my question.
I would try and take her with the ballista as she flew in.
Oh, harpooner, yeah.
No, I mean, do you take cover?
Have two
with
flying things attached to us.
Do you take cover with the ballista?
I'd be trying to spin it around, so that would probably put me behind it.
All right, fair enough.
Like, I'd be taking cover as I turn it.
She rolls a 14 plus bonus. I gotta look up her bonus, actually. Hold on a second. Oh my god, reveal it.
3 weeks for all of us to die in the first 100 yards of the race.
Can't believe we're just gonna be bird prey.
I have faith.
Listen, if we can harpoon for them, we could fly this bitch.
Ooh.
It's true.
This idea.
There we go. Oh yeah, they have a reduced threat Wyvern. Well, we won't be using that. Plus 7, so 14 plus 7 for 21 against Bjorn's AC. Being that you have cover with the ballista, it I guess we could give you half cover with that thing for I think it's 5. So you can increase your AC by 5 there.
That'll miss then.
Okay. As he rakes against the ballista, you watch as strands of wood explode off of the ballista's frame from the massive claws, but the ballista seems to have held together fairly well. It doesn't. You don't know if it can take too many of those. The ballista's taken 12 points of damage. Sorry, 16 points of damage.
Ow.
As it rakes overhead and flies past, landing just yonder on the other side, it swerves against the cliffs, being pelted by stone and whatnot. Realizing the mistakes it's made, it does its best to dodge and fails. It takes 2 points of damage in the process. Oops. Being pelted by boulders and whatnot, it screams out in pain. Because really all they can do is shriek and scream. That's what they do. And finally, from overhead, this guy comes hurtling in down and is going to make a... you can tell that the shadow is shrinking around you, Orion, and more to the point, can hear it suddenly descend upon as it screams out towards you. Also, the expressions on your friend's faces give it away. There's a lot of elements here that tell you this thing's coming in up towards you. As it strikes with another 14 plus 7 for 21. As it comes in towards you, do you try to flip out towards it, or do you let it hit the frame?
I'm gonna flip towards it.
Okay, throwing yourself into a barrel roll, it rakes down in through you. It doesn't manage to clamp down against you through the air, but it does rake against you for 6 plus 4 for 10 points of damage.
Whew.
As it sails past, trying to rip you out of the frame, it nearly does so, but just doesn't manage it. its massive claws strike upon you as it keeps going past, flying over and beyond. Ooh. It comes in low alongside the tank. Not sure of what to make of these things atop this thing. As it looks at you, craning its neck sidelong as it's flying like this, and then just screams out towards you with a massive shriek. There are no ravens. That said, that's my turn. It is over to Bjorn as it comes in sailing alongside you, screeching and screaming all around you, echoing from all around the canyon. The camera comes down low as you guys continue driving along. What do you do?
I'm gonna swing that ballista to the right and hook up the rope to it, get it ready as a harpoon.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold my fire until the big one swoops in again.
Sounds
I'm
good.
getting ready action to attack it when it comes in.
That sounds expert. You do so. And with that said, so I'm assuming you want to point it towards the big dude?
Yep.
Okay, that sounds fine. Camera swings around to show you getting it ready. And from there, it is over to Laz.
Yeah. I would say both barrels, but we only have one. So let's unleash hell on the big dude. He's close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What am I rolling for this? That's the question. When you're
This thing's still strength.
strength. All right.
Yeah,
Here we
you're
go.
muscling
And
into position and firing away.
now I did have a couple questions here. I don't know. So rage, that's only for strength weapons.
Melee weapons at that.
Yeah, well that's yeah. So it's not going to help. Gain advantage on a strength. That's a
At
strength
least
check.
I don't
It's not
think
gonna
they
help.
work on ranged strength-based weapons.
Yeah, I don't think so either. All right, fuck it. Let's roll. $11 plus 3, 14.
Will hit. As you swerve around and unload. Do I have... Yes, I do.
There we go.
Sweet.
The cannon unloads, the massive shot hurtling away and exploding against... Do I have? Hang on a sec, yes I do. Exploding against the creature as it screeches out in absolute agony.
What do we roll for damage on this thing? I don't know if we ever solidified that.
So if this was grenades, wasn't it? Are these grenades?
It was some sort of explosives.
Were they...
I have in my notes the cannon was 3d6.
There you go. Sounds good to me.
Damn.
Somebody's got it. All right, 3d6. Roll them. Rolling bones.
Hit me.
11.
That sounds terrific. It explodes against the carapace of the creature as it screeches out in agony and swerves off. Daddy Weaver for 11 points of damage.
And then I've got the extra attack. Can I use that for reloading or?
Yeah. So with that said, like I was saying, you pull back and unleash the cannon fire hurtling into the Weaver and exploding against it. You can see scales and smoke, smolder and fire explode off the thing as it shrieks out in sudden and surprised agony. It itself swerves off, barrel rolling to the side in an effort to kind of walk off the pain, you figure. As that happens, the camera sweeps from you to show Orion high in the sky.
What are you doing, buddy?
All right. Let's see here.
Poop on their head.
We got one to the right, one to the left, right? That one's in the air.
Aye.
Okay. Now is that one to the left is the one that struck me, correct?
Aye.
Big guy.
Big one. All right. I don't know how my movement works with this glider, but can I try and shoot it from my glider? Like, how far away is that? Are you talking?
You can shoot it from your glider, yeah.
Okay.
You're lobbing grenades from up there, right? Is that what you brought with you? If I remember.
Yeah, I have grenades and I got my pistol strapped to me.
Oh, there you go.
So I'll take a shot at the big one. Yeah, let's see here. Am I flanking it at all? Or is it kind of just to the side of me?
No, there's no flanking.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna grab my pistol with my right hand while hanging onto the glider with my left.
You're strapped in, bud.
Oh, I'm strapped in, okay. Perfect. Then I don't even have to worry about it.
No, you just have to kind of maintain balance, and that's however you visualize it.
Right.
But you are strapped into this thing somehow, some way.
I will, I'll just whip out my pistol and I'll take aim at the beast that just struck me. And I'll let off a shot.
Right on. This is with your pistol, eh?
Yeah.
Why don't you roll it?
But I'll only roll an 8. So, that's a no-go, I don't think.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like you're inspired in this moment to be a hero.
I feel very inspired in this moment.
Yeah,
Wow, I'm glad we're on the same page. So feeling inspired, I will attempt to shoot it again, and I will roll a 23.
Holy.
Tell me about your damage.
This time around.
There we go.
So as I take aim at this creature that just tore into me, and I'm quite angry at this because we just started the race and it's already trying to take me out of the sky, and I don't feel like being a snack today. So
let me tell you, I'm angry. I understand completely.
Unleash the wrath of my little hand cannon.
Do it!
And I'll do a whopping 7 damage.
Woo!
Solid.
But for a moment, Orion will go into a slow motion bullet time. And as he takes aim, he lets off the shot. Yeah.
I forgot. You have a soundboard. You can just you can do your own then. Apologies.
Yeah.
So with that said, the bullet flies away from you. Like so much Wanted, I think the game was, or the show was, the movie was. We watched the thing disappears from we focus on the barrel and there's a puff of smoke. As that puff of smoke disappears off screen, we see from it emerge the bullet, sailing across the space and sinking into the carapace of the Daddy Weaver a moment later. It bursts with a bit of gore as it penetrates in, scales peeling away from the impact point, as everything still in that bullet time aforementioned whips away suddenly into fast movement as the Weaver suddenly barrel rolls in pain, swerving and dipping down, doing its best to keep aloft, succeeding easily enough as it dips down and then up again as it narrowly avoids crashing down into the ground. The camera pans against your face to show an expression of... As the camera shows you up close and then pulls away.
Holy shit!
Around to the other side.
It worked!
Where are we then? From Orient to Sorth.
Alright, can I get down into the battle bus from up top?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm gonna grab one of the javelins that are strapped to the bus and hop down there.
Okay, you do this. You open up the hatch and leap down.
Nice. Do I still have movement in action?
Yeah, totally. The echoing thrum of the bus is thick all around you.
Sweet. I'm gonna go to my stash of jerky and just start slapping jerky onto the javelin, onto the tip.
That happens. A moment later, your javelin is covered in fresh meats, fresh salted meats.
Solid.
Your meat javelin, if you will.
Yeah.
Man, I plan on penetrating this thing into a few things.
With your massive meat stick. That sounds good. With that said, it is over to Whoa.
Alright.
All right,
that?
that's loud.
Yep.
Subscribed. Oh, damn, my chat's not even up.
Think you got to change your stream to Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh, damn, is it still on IRL?
It's on makers and crafting.
Well, it's not wholly inaccurate, I suppose.
Crafting dungeons.
Yeah, totally.
I wasn't sure.
Adventures
Wasn't sure
and
if that was
stories.
intentional.
Nope. Damn. Oh, well, I'm not...
The first hour is crafting.
At least I'm not in competition with all that.
Crafting swear words.
Yeah. New ones. By the dozen. It's a specialty. Where are we? Sorry, Mo, what up, buddy?
Alright.
What bit of heroism will you offer us?
So the big boy who attacked Orion, he's which one is he?
And
he's
the left.
This guy up here.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna launch a firebolt at him.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, there you are. The camera pans
16.
sidelong against the bus, focusing in behind where you're situated. Upon it. Holy shit, what? It's a random chain that got unearthed in the sand. What other secrets are in here? Camera panning in close alongside you, focusing on where you're situated. Holding on to the bus best you can. You focus your energies and unleash. He's gonna roll a 2. You can roll me damage.
5.
On a what? On a fireball?
A firebolt.
Oh, fireball.
Oh.
Did you roll to hit?
Yeah, I got 16 for that.
Okay, sweet. Okay, with that said, in that case. Sorry, bear with me here. Holy crap, everything's open. All the windows. Yeah.
Hopefully this doesn't draw aggro, because I'd definitely die.
As you fire away the firebolt, it explodes against its carapace for, sorry, how much damage was that?
5.
5 points against Danny Weaver. He roars out. Actually, he doesn't really roar out. He seems to wince at this and seems to kind of falter in his flight, but not lose control. As this is happening, the camera pans sidelong, showing you guys racing along as you are, with Rico adjusting as best he can as the tank seems to slow itself down, taking position as such alongside you guys. You see at the head, the driver fellow situated at the head of the tank as such. And he's got these mad fucking goggles on. Wow, that's really not showing shit. But as it's showing the front of the tank, it shows the driver just kind of like a head poking out the front of this massive front end in front of him. And he's got these huge goggles on, and dirt's just exploding all in massive cones to the left and the right of the treads as they're scooping dirt and firing it out the sides. But as he's situated there and looks over sidelong towards you guys, he just, he's like, he kind of nods up there and points over towards. And Barium, are you still inside? You're still aside Rico, eh?
Yeah.
You can hear him shout out, the drivers, they are pointing away to a danger, huh? You are all on this, I assume. You can see Rico kind of lean, trying to see out the side window to get an idea of what's going on, and he asks you, Barium, what is going on out there?
Let me go up and take a look. I'll be your spotter.
Okay. So at that, he continues to do his thing. Holding position. There's no challenges for him to deal with. And from there, it is over to Barium. Oh, sorry. I should say the dig tank takes position, and they're gonna line up one of those guns. Yeah, they'll line up the one gun on the side. As the camera pans around, you guys can see crew members inside the tank. As it roars along, the camera pulls back to show as it is going to swerve itself in like this behind you guys as you pull ahead and unload on Mommy. The tank is going to just hit with 9+ bonus as the gunner's inside. Where are we here? We'll go. I think that'll. No, that's not what we want at all. As the rifle explodes shell after shell, firing away into the thing. Conducting 9, 11, 14 plus 4, 18 points of damage on Mom. Bringing it to 20 points of damage. You guys watch as the shell fire pelts against the carapace of the Red Weaver as it screams out. In surprise and agony, it suddenly flies up and over. Best it can, taking to the air above. As it takes lift, gaining altitude, it then swerves down, coming in towards Sorth. It seems to be going for a rake alongside the row as the camera follows along it and it swerves down towards you.
I think I'm still in the tank.
Hey?
I think I'm still inside.
Oh, are you inside? Oh yeah, you jumped down. That's right too. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're not even up here. What up, Mo?
Nope.
How you doing, buddy?
Peace.
Up to you.
Oh boy.
Well, that just wouldn't be fair if I wasn't suddenly going to do what I was going to do anyway. Anyway, so as it comes hurtling in towards you, let's roll to hit where I'm here. And that's going to be a 8+ bonus. What's your AC? Is it 15? Mo? 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 What's your AC, Mo?
It's 12.
Is it seriously 12?
Yup.
Ooh.
I'm a sorcerer, bro. I'm
Alright.
dead for sure if it hits me.
I'm going to hit you. I'm probably going to hit you pretty hard.
Okay. How much?
Well, he's trying to grab you with his claws.
Uh-huh.
He's going to hit you there with his claws.
Yeah. Do you have a reaction?
I've got healing potions if you don't die immediately.
How'd you get healing potions? I can finally get those, but I couldn't get
We had like
I picked up a whole crate. Yeah.
What?
He nearly grabs a hold of you, raking onto you for 7 points of damage as the wyvern swerves past. Trails of gore leading off of your shoulders where the massive claws leave gashes in your armor and clothing. As you hold your position steady, 7 points of damage later, the wyvern sails away, hurtling around as it starts to arc and bank in towards. The kids simply keep time as Big Daddy comes swerving around, not to be outdone by you, as he comes in and up towards where you're situated there. As the camera pans again to show you, situated in your frame, Daddy then swerves up in and smashes into the frame, trying to grab a hold of the wing as he hurtles past. With a 19+ bonus, he does so. With a 9+4 for 13 points of damage, the frame takes.
Oh, the frame. Okay.
The frame, yeah. He grabs the wing. What did I say just now? 13 points.
Isn't so bad.
Nope.
Ah, yeah. It's just a
It's fine. It's well made. It's got we'll say 100 hit points.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nothing.
That sounds like a lot.
Whoa.
For
The
like
floating head next to you.
It's his conscience.
Yeah.
Someone jumped on your wing.
See.
Oh,
There's
there's
two.
Oh,
We'll
God.
say it's got 60 hit points.
60. Okay.
60, okay.
How much does it have right now?
With that said, it takes, what did I say, 13 points of damage. And Daddy continues to try and fly past. Coming
Oh,
into,
no!
coming into chase alongside.
Is that a nat 20?
happened?
Stop.
The bus continues to hurtle along as the camera pans from me and the tank to Bjorn once again.
So seeing that Daddy's not coming close to the bus, I'm gonna try and catch myself a kid.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take a shot at the red one to the left of the bus there.
That sounds fine. You align yourself just so, and unload. Go ahead, make me
So
that roll.
16 on my strength check.
Ooh, nail it. You load up and fire. No, that's really not good. That's gonna need something like. No, gonna need something like. Where is that? There it is. As it unloads, the hurtling bolt and the whipping rope sailing away from you. What did you roll to hit again?
16.
Roll me damage.
14 damage.
Terrific stuff. You watch as the bolt embeds itself in the creature, the rope hanging loose in the air, as Mommy's brain comes up to 34 points of damage. It bites into her skin, holding steady as she suddenly screeches out. Surprise and agony on her voice.
Perfect.
Nice shot, Bjorn.
Barium says as he, I guess, comes to the roof. Laz, you're up. I'm assuming Bjorn is reloading now, yes?
You had reloading as a full action, so would winching be a bonus action, or is that gonna?
Yeah, I'll take winching as a bonus action. You can
Okay,
get
alright.
the rope. We'll say you can reel 20 feet a turn. Bonus action?
Okay.
20
I'm
feet of
gonna
action?
start trying to reel the mum in.
Okay, throw me strength.
19.
I roll 13, and the mommy, shrieking in pain, starts to get yanked in. Slowly but surely, through the air, she is getting pulled down towards you,
Perfect.
to everyone's surprise.
Excellent, Bjorn. Bring the prey closer.
It'd be sweet to get it'd be sweet to get like an LCD TV that I had sitting here, kind of like they use for the Mandalorian scenes. You know how like the Mandalorian uses massive LCD screens for their scenes, right? If I kind of did that for this and then had like racing scenery going by, that'd be amazing. I was thinking about that. I think that would be way better than a projector or anything like that. I think I'll do that. Yeah, give that a go. Anyway, where are we here?
Laz.
Right on. As Bjorn pulls the mommy Weaver in slowly to everyone's surprise, the camera pans in upon where Laz is situated, eyeing towards this, and you can see all around you the scene is chaotic and amazing.
All right. Do I got a shot at Dad from where I'm standing? Is he close enough for?
As the camera swerves around, showing actually Bjorn's ass is what's shown there.
Hey, yo, wait, did Rick go yet?
Showing sorry?
Did Rick go yet?
No.
Barium doesn't come up till the end. He went last round.
Wait, I didn't do anything last round.
Oh, didn't you do anything?
No.
Oh, fuck. Well, what are you doing?
Because the last round I was gonna like go up to the top and like keep an eye out for Rico,
Well, let's get you up there.
but then you went toward like to the wyverns.
That's true. Sorry about that. Let's get here.
You said there was like,
There's a hatch in the on the left that's supposed to be here. If you remember, the back of the bus has a ladder that goes up to the roof.
yeah. I wasn't planning on making an actual action. I wanted to take a look to see what the other people were doing around us, so I could forward the info to Rico and tell him, like, direct him.
This would be when Sorth is down inside the bus. So, I mean, he's there, and then you can ask him, or he can report. But point being is, you can always just stick your head up out the hatch and get a scan of what's going on, too. And then I'll let you just run back to Rico to let him know. That's fine. If that's what you're after, is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, I was going to use my turn to relay the information, unless it doesn't take a full turn. Because he can't see as well, right?
I won't count it as an action. You can keep your action. I'll count it as your movement and bonus action, I guess, for the hatch.
So how far away was the wyvern near Cody or Orion?
So the wyvern near Orion is about, 20 feet from Orion? 30 feet from Orion? But it's about 60 feet away from the bus. Or 60 feet? 60, 100, 90, 80 feet away from the bus.
I want to cast a Scorching Ray.
Alright, from, I guess, the open hatch?
Yeah.
Alright, that's fine. Sticking your head out the hatch, you fire out Scorching Ray towards it. Roll to hit.
Oh man, that's rough.
Oh, fortunately, you do it 3 times, don't you?
Well, the actual hit roll was only 12.
Oh, one off?
You should. I think it's 3 times.
Yeah, you get to roll 3 times though to hit.
Alright, so the first one was 12. The second was 13. Okay, the third one was 19.
There you go.
What is the damage on each ray? Is it 2d6 per ray?
It is.
Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. That was 2 damage. Oh man.
You guys are having no luck here.
Is that? Can you inspire in that?
Unfortunately, not damage, no.
Damn.
If only, eh? Alright. So Varian fires away. Was that all 3? Did you biff them or only do 2 damage or what?
I did 2 damage on the last one, the other 2 missed.
Oh, shitty.
He gave him a minor sunburn.
Yeah. So what can I say? You fire epic beams of holy energy out the top of the tank, out the top of the battle bus, one after the next, searing through space, each one deadly and terrible. The Weaver expertly swerves this way and that as you sway back and forth, trying your damnedest to get a straight shot out the swaying bus top. And finally, with the last one, you manage to just barely hit it. The Scorching Ray searing off the edge of its wing as it screeches slightly. And from there, the camera swings to show you inside the bus as you rush in towards Rico, telling him of what's going on as he yells out towards you, "What is all that commotion? What are we facing?"
We have a couple wyverns who started attacking us. We're taking care of the problem right now, and I seem to have forgotten my glasses.
Fucking winged lizards. Glasses? What do you mean glasses? Oh! And he suddenly swerves slightly as boulders fall from overhead. The tremors echoing up again from around. The vehicles continue to hurtle along, the vibrations of the engine loud and clear all around you. As the screaming vehicles hurtle along, Orion, up top, is shown... sorry, did we do Laz?
Nope.
No, we didn't do Laz, sorry. That was just Miriam there. Coming back around to Laz, how you doing, buddy?
Good. So the only question I have before I go and do this is, would knowing that the mama is now tethered to us, do I feel like that would give me a better shot? She'd be a little bit more stationary than trying to fire at Papa behind us.
Especially since she's actually fighting against being dragged in. She's virtually flying as best she can away from you and being dragged in more or less a straight line as she's... Well, sorry, I should have said, dragged in a straight line until she catches herself and undulates a little bit, and then she fights it again. And so there's this pattern going that you can see clearly.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's got to be an easier shot than trying to catch Dad who's barrel rolling behind us. All right, let's fire this bitch up again.
Do it.
Strength. Net 20, 23.
Damn. Jesus. And with that, I believe that's this one. And it goes from... Nope, that would be, again... As the cannon goes off, and a moment later... Mommy shrieks as double damage explodes against it. What do you got for me? So that's 66.
3, 4, 5, 6 D6. 27.
Jesus, poor mom.
Only a couple small boys in there. There's like 1, 2, and 1, 3. Everything else was 6s and 4s.
It's a good fucking roll. Mom shrieks out as shrapnel and smoke billow about her. Scales and gore explode off the patch of smoldering wound that you see easily upon her now. Her scales blasted inward and outward at random. She has a sucking wound just dripping now off her as she continues to beat her wings mightily. The kids at this point decide that they're brave and start moving in on the tank slowly as Orion, the camera pans in upon you up top.
Okay.
Boredom.
Yeah, okay. I see that there. He's right behind me, right? The big daddy one?
He's right behind you.
Okay. Would I be able to perform some kind of maneuver to like fly, like dive down on him? That close to me, or?
He's you can see him behind you from where you're situated. He's about 30 feet, 30-ish feet behind you. You don't really have any brakes, but you could lift yourself to slow yourself down, and then of course bring yourself back down. You know, you're limited. You're limited in your control by your tether, so you can't really slow yourself down. So doing that, you know that being dragged by the tank or the bus, you'll immediately just gain lift. So if you lean back, that you're gonna go up.
Right.
But you can't necessarily slow yourself down because you're still going at the bus's speed.
Okay, can I lift myself like that? Try and perform that kind of maneuver.
Easily,
gain the height and kind of get back on equal terms with him.
You're already more or less at the same height as him, but if you want to just gain lift, I mean, that's not an issue.
Yeah, maybe I'll gain lift, and could I prepare some sort of like, if he attacks me again, to have my daggers ready that I can like stab him as he comes at me?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Like a
You have-
counterattack kind of?
You have limited movement on the frame.
Right.
I mean, you are
But if
strapped to it, so.
Yeah, but if he like gets close enough to me, could I potentially try and strike him?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
You do have grenades.
I know, but
Should I save them up?
I don't know if I should use it on a flying foe. That'd be a heck
Great
of a throw.
Semtex.
I need some of that jerky. Wrap it around it, throw it.
Yeah, I'll throw the spear to you. It's fine.
So would that kind of maneuver be like a dexterity check? That gliding, like lifting the glider, or
Acrobatics.
acrobatics? Okay.
Or athletics, I'd allow either.
I will go acrobatics, and I have efficiency 16.
That'll do. You lift yourself backwards easily enough, holding control on the frame as it goes up. You can go up your full allotment of movement. I mean, really, 30 feet, 60 feet, what do you want?
I'll go 30 feet.
Okay.
And then, I'll look down upon him and just have my daggers ready to unleash in case he strikes me.
You easily lift up and out of easy reach of him as the bus continues to pull you closer, because of course you're limited by the tether length. You pull quite a ways away from him. You now have about 60 feet between you and him. As you are now yonder, the camera pulling back as such, you still technically have an action. Oh no, actually, yeah.
I'm kind of ready.
You have an action.
Oh, I still have an action?
Yeah. That was more or less movement. I mean, what do you want?
Okay. So would readying my daggers be another action then?
No, that's just you readying your action.
Okay. Could I, before I ready my daggers, could I load my pistol again as my action?
Did we establish that as a bonus or a full action?
I'm not sure. I'm assuming it's a full action.
I think so, because there's.
It's a firearm.
As an aside, Laz's second attack was reloading again. I missed that part.
Totally, 100% assumed.
Yeah, because there's a feat to let you reload a firearm as a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
basically crossbow expert, but for pistols.
So I just have I have a full action or a bonus action left? Just a bonus action?
You will have a bonus action if you are readying your full action to shoot. I mean, stab.
Okay. I will just ready my daggers and and then I don't really have any other bonuses to do.
Okay. That said, camera pans from Orion as you soar up overhead like a bird, panning in upon the back of the bus where we see Sorth inside with the meat stick.
All right. I'm going to get back on top of the bus with my meat stick and start waving it waving it in the air.
You do so. Jumping
Gonna
back
try
up
and-
on top,
Yeah.
you wave the meat stick around. Like
I
you
want to
just
try
don't
and
care.
taunt some of them.
You want to
Do a helicopter.
Yeah. Woo!
You wanna what? Toss some?
No, I want to taunt some of the to get their attention.
Fair enough. You do that, shouting out towards which ones specifically, if any specific ones.
Ooh. Where are the two little ones coming from? Because the mama's caught and Orion seems to have a thing with the
So
big one.
they're coming in close upon the dick tank. You can see they're eyeing that up.
Okay, I'm gonna leave them to fend with the dick tank. I'm gonna go after the dad.
You're gonna go after Daddy?
Yeah.
All right. So from where you're situated, Daddy's a bit of a distance away, but you can see him there. And we can see Sorth in relation to him. It's just like rawr, rawr, flop, flop, flop. Anyway, so you start shouting, jumping up and down. It doesn't take but a moment for you to realize that amidst the cacophony, like the roaring engines, the massive amounts of dust and sand exploding as rooster tails behind the vehicles, the screeching of several wyverns, including itself, your companion hovering overhead, and just the general din of the environs, if you will. You're kind of lost in the miasma, you feel. But you're putting your all into it. I want you to know you're really performing. Go ahead and throw me performance. Let's see how well you get this guy's attention. It's a disadvantage for the noise all around.
Okay. Performance? Oh, crap. This is going to suck. Well, nat 1.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
You nearly lose your balance, but manage to grab a hold of the railing as the meat stick tumbles down onto the top of the vehicle. You don't lose it over the edge yet. You have your bonus action. You can make a mad scramble for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and recover my meat stick. That's a lot of jerky I wasted on that.
With that said, throw me an athletics check to save it.
See, that I can do. Nat 20.
Oh, terrific stuff. Quick as a wink. Quick as a wink, like a man who really loves his jerky. A lizard man who really loves his jerky. You snatch that shit up. Ain't no way you're gonna lose that. With that said, you have your meat stick well in hand. And from there, it's over to Mo. The camera's swinging in upon where you're situated on the one side of the bus. Oh, no, that's not you. There's Mo. Daddy up in the background. Flop, flop.
So, the bird who attacked me, I'm gonna use Scorching Ray to try to figure out.
Scorching Ray, you say, sir?
Yep.
That'd be terrific. Go right ahead then.
First one's 11.
13 or better.
Next one is 20.
Natural or math?
Math. And that one misses. So only one hits.
Okay. But it hits good.
And
It's
I
real
got 8.
good.
Which one was this on?
The one that attacked me. I think it was a dad.
Oh, the one that attacked you?
Yeah.
That would be Mommy.
Really?
Swinging around to the one side, you unleash one bolt after the next. Several scorching rays exploding against its carapace, or attempting to. As one finally smokes against it against the cloud of beams that shoots past it. It screams out in pain. How much damage do we take here?
8.
That brings it to 69 damage.
Nice.
Nah. That's what she said.
With that, anything else to declare, sir?
I'm gonna swear because I missed twice.
That's fair. With smoking, smoldering fingertips, freshly firing their searing rays, scorching upon the wyvern with one of them, you swear mightily for your loss of 2. With that, it's over to Dick Tank.
Want to quickly yell at Mo? Language.
Fair.
Alright.
As the camera pulls in aside the tank and pulls out slowly to show the whole of the scene. Show the whole of the scene. Show the whole of the scene. Best we can. This one coming along as such. The Dick Tank swerves slightly, bringing itself to the back and along, trying to take a bead on Mom. And as it does, we watch the 2 wyverns. One of them swerves in and tries to land on the tank, but bumps off it and ends up kind of biffing. It manages to save itself somewhat, and then boof! And rolls, disappearing in the sand as it crashes against the dune. As it disappears away, screeching in the background in agony, You guys can see it slowly getting up, dusting itself off and flapping, attempting to catch up. But you guys are just fucking blasted past already. As the other one comes in slowly towards, it doesn't fare much better, bumping off the one side as it tries to grab a hold. But it manages to recover easily enough, taking a loft and then swerving such that it lands against. That it holds in the air against the odds. From there, what is their flight? He can actually climb high enough to get to you. That's impressive. He has 80 feet of flight.
Shit.
Boom.
But it's half speed going up and double speed going down. So that said, he can go up 40 feet. But with that in mind, he can actually go up the 30 feet, and then still have 10 feet left over, or 20 feet left over actually. So that said, can he get to you? He can get almost to you. He does his best to reach you. Just about getting there. As he flies in steadily, trying his best to keep up with you. He just can't quite reach you. Is what it is. Where was I? Sorry. Down below, Dick Tank is going to line up and fire away. The first shots coming out of the barrel, raking against. No, fuck me. The first shots echoing out the barrel as it fires towards Mommy disappear over the horizon as the tracers from the shells razor off through the atmosphere. From there, the tank recovers and swerves to the one side, doing its best to accelerate slightly as you guys hear the engines underneath the hood of it in the nose of it roar mightily. Sand exploding all around it. The driver continues racing along best he can. And that is all of my dudes. Bjorn.
Nico. Oh,
sorry, my bad.
No worries.
Fuck, never mind. There's nothing for Rico to do. He continues to drive. It's all good. Sorry, go ahead.
How far out is the mum on the rope still?
She was. I didn't actually move her in. She was 80 feet before, so she'll be 60 feet now.
Okay. I will cast Enhance Ability Bull Strength on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna winch her in some more.
That sounds fine. So go ahead and throw that strength check.
Strength or athletics?
Yeah, athletics, sorry.
And I get advantage from my bull strength, so 19.
He gets a 19 plus bonus.
Ooh.
Of 4, so 23. Resisting against your yank, it doesn't beat you by 10, so she doesn't pull away. But that said, you guys fight each other, and she keeps at 60 feet. What's up, Nikki? What's up, Nixel? And with that said, is there anything else to declare, sir?
No, that's it for me.
Okay, it is her action. So if you're spending your bonus action, you can also spend your standard action trying to winch her, eh?
Yeah, I used that to cast Enhance Ability on myself.
Oh yeah. Sorry, my bad. Very good. And hoping for some TBK. Very nice, Rick. Very nice. With that said, the camera's going to swing from Bjorn over to Laz once again. bringing up behind where Laz is situated, you see Mommy now at 60 feet still. As,
Did you skip me again?
Oh, fuck, I totally did. How you doing, Darren?
I should be the last one in the list.
Yes, you are. But not least.
Alex is first, right?
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Oh, I'm gonna go up and try Scorching Ray on the harpooned wyvern.
Alright, sounds good. Where are you? There you are. You with your head out of the hatch. And then Mommy or Daddy?
The mommy is harpooned, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
That's
right.
my target.
With that said, make your rolls.
First D20 is a 16.
13 or better, each one.
Second one is a 15. Wait, this is plus the spell attack, right?
Yes.
Okay, so actually the first one would have been 23, second one 22,
No, sorry,
and the third one.
they're ranged attacks, aren't they? They're considered ranged attacks. So it's a dexterity check. In the traditional sense. It's not your spellcasting bonus. It's your dexterity bonus. I'm fairly certain on this.
It says make a ranged spell attack for each ray.
Yeah. So like I say, it's a ranged attack.
It's,
If somebody wants to rules check it, go ahead.
Sure.
Not gonna be
Sorry, I'm a
the
little rusty on this myself. It's been a while.
Well, I'm sure of what I say, but I have been wrong before.
Scorching Ray.
Me too. Plenty of times.
So range spell.
seems to say roll a d20 and add your spell modifier.
For a ranged spell attack?
Oh, the modifier, yeah, it's +3 then.
Spell attack modifier equals your proficiency bonus plus your intelligence modifier.
Right, but for a ranged spell attack?
Yeah.
Ranged spell attack, yeah.
Oh, then I stand
So you're-
corrected.
So you're saying I should add my modifier plus my intelligence bonus?
Yeah.
Plus the roll?
If you look on your spells tab, it should have a little +6 right beside the spell or something like
Yeah, I
that.
got a d20. Rick.
It actually has a +7.
Sweet. Yeah. That's.
I should have just been rolling from there. I don't even know what the hell I'm thinking. I was just rolling a d20.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. So I would have had +7 on each one. So the first one would have been a 23, the second one would have been a 22, and then the last one was a 17.
So they all hit anyway. So roll me some damage. That's 66 worth of damage. And each one does have a bonus added on because they're all considered separate attacks.
Wait a minute. What the hell? I shouldn't have rolled it like that. The crit, actually, I'm gonna roll the 2d6s.
Okay.
The first one was 9. Second one was 4. And the third one was 3.
What is that? 12? 13? Sorry, I missed the first one.
It'd be 13 total.
With that said, that would be Mommy taking 3 bolts. And Sorry, 13 damage. Bring her to 18. Very nice. What's up, Rosie? Ricky, Rosie, we got some classics in here. So 3 scorching rays blasting out from your fingertips one after the next as they sear through the atmosphere, leaving behind trails of sparkling energy as your deity empowers you to blast upon her scales, and the red wyvern swerves trying to avoid the shots as one after the next you let her have it. Continuing to flap mightily through the air, the camera pans against your face to show an expression of what?
I got you. Hold on.
All right. So from up high, we look down below to see Laz amidst his companions on the back of the bus as it rolls along, ripping through the sand. Brrr, all Michael Bay camera from a distance. I wish it was an easy way I could like throw digital plumes of smoke off this thing and whatnot. You know, that'd be amazing.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you know
Imagine
what?
if you could bury a smoke machine underneath.
You know something. You know something. Anyway. It is back over to Laz. What up, buddy?
Yeah, we still got her on the line, and she's still flying. Let's let her up. Go. Not as good. 11.
11 to hit?
Yeah.
That is
Sail that one.
that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Is nobody inspiring you? Do you not feel inspired in this moment by anybody at all? That's surprising. I mean, it's 9:15 and nobody's inspiring him.
I'll inspire him.
Yeah.
Damn rights you will.
Let's not
And
fuck
with
this
that-
up.
God damn it, Laz.
Oh! It got worse. 6. Yeah,
So it
I
goes.
definitely sailed that away.
So it goes. You win some, you lose some. And with that, you fire away with the cannon, the shot going wide and awry as it explodes away from you, leaving smoke pluming all around. The blast explodes in the sand in the distance, doing nothing but sending dirt into the air.
All right, my second attack to reload.
And done. With that, the camera stays where it is as the tank in the background continues to fire, doing its best to strike in upon the little one just yonder here. As the camera swerves around in behind the little one, showing the tank yonder as it swerves suddenly as such, bringing itself in line. The guns opening up. Shells exploding from the end of it as it fires in towards. No. The raking shots explode against the sand in behind the little wyvern as it continues to flap, hurtling itself away from the impending fire, doing its best to dodge and weave. It screeches out and flies in towards you guys, finding cover alongside you guys as it flies in close as such. You can see it suddenly look towards you with a craned neck and consider options. On the other side, though, as the camera pulls high, we watch as Mommy Wyvern suddenly gets an idea and flies in towards you. The camera flies in alongside to show Bjorn alongside the crossbow as Mommy comes in overhead. And with a 15 plus bonus, do you use the ballista for cover?
No. She glances off my armor.
Alright. With that said, what's your AC? She's got a 22 against you.
Oh. Yeah, no, she doesn't. She takes a good whack at me.
Alright. This is going to be her claws again. That's 2d8. Coming in with a 11 plus 4 for 15 as she rakes in upon you. As she smashes through you, your armor explodes with a massive raking strike. Your chest on fire as the impact takes hold against you. The camera holds aloft overhead as it watches Orion from over and above, just barely managing to catch all the action in frame as we watch Daddy Did you go last turn and just get here? Did you move from here since? How do I have a second? Did I skip you, Orion?
Yeah, you did, because it went Barry. It was Bjorn, which should have been Barry, and then Barry went, and I went.
So often, man alive. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, we missed Orion and Sorth. Orion, Sorth, and Mo were supposed to go before the babies.
Did we miss everybody?
At least the order I'm following has been.
Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't I on Dick Tank? I was on Dick Tank.
Yeah, Dick Tank is supposed to be after the two baby wyverns, which is supposed to be after Mo and Sorth and Orion.
Yeah. My bad. But still, how did we manage to miss Orion and Sorth and Mo? Going from Laz to Dick Tank?
You went from Laz to baby wyvern number 2.
Yeah. Okay, Orion, what would you like to do? Let's get that out of the way. At least the turn against Bjorn is not bad, because, you know, that's supposed to be that order. That's fine. I'm good with that. I'm not breaking rules there, I swear.
Cody, you're muted.
Big Daddy's behind me, right?
Big Daddy is behind you, where he belongs.
Okay. Okay, I am going to... I'm going to dive down now. Dive down, see if I can get behind Big Daddy.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'd be acrobatics, right?
Yep.
Alright, that's a 16.
Okay. You managed to hold yourself steady and dip down. How low do you want to go?
I'm gonna go like 20 feet off the ground. Like I'm gonna almost be
Like
skimming
down low. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, down. Yeah.
All right. That's fucking dangerous.
It is.
Like, yep. That's minimum. All right.
Is that 20 feet off the ground there?
It is literally. As the camera
All right.
pulls in alongside, you know, this is some pod racing. But anyway, the sand is just hurtling by underneath you, bits of it flecking off of the frame. And as you come down low, you suddenly can roll me an acrobatics save of sorts, another acrobatics check. This one's going to be a disadvantage, as you're now in the currents of two vehicles. You are in the dirt wake and the slipstream of two separate vehicles.
Okay. I rolled a 22. If I have it, how does that work if it's a disadvantage, but I have advantage on the roll? It just cancels.
Yeah, it's you roll the one. So 22. You
22.
Hold steady in the frame as it suddenly jostles and jerks, but you instinctually kick to the one side as it kicks up. You actually stamp down into it, and the whole thing just rights itself as it tries to dip down, and you just throw yourself back in the moment, and it holds itself upwards against this sudden inflect down. You manage to hold it straight and steady in this massive torrent as it tries to pull you down into the ground, and in doing so, suddenly find yourself in the zone, but this zone, as amazing as you feel in this moment, is also covering you in sand, as the dirt tails from both these vehicles are exploding up against you. I cannot understate this. You are 20 feet away from the treads of this tank. Literally, like, where the tank is in relation to you, and then also the tether is dangerously low. I should actually throw the tether on. I should tie a cable on so you can visualize it. How long is the rope? Have we established that? How long is the tether you're being held by?
It's a good question. I never thought of that.
I don't think we established.
What's a realistic length for that? Like 80 feet? 60 feet?
100 feet?
Yeah, it's got to be longer than that, bro.
You have a
behind the vehicle.
I want to make this clear. You have a winch, right?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So,
So maybe I would assume it's at least 100 feet, and then attach the winch, and then whatever they release me at.
I mean, I'm good with that. So, I mean, how much total?
How much total in this moment, or just in general?
Yeah, in general. In this moment, I guess.
I'll say it's like 75 feet of the 100 feet that I've been released, so like 3/4 of the way.
Okay. Let me see if I can get this. This is sweet. And then what if I'm doing... Oh, never mind, that's a video. Where's that file? No, that's not what I want. Oh, get the fuck out of there. Sorry, bear with me, guys. I want to try doing something. If it works out, it'll be cool. I promise. If it's if it's not cool, then I apologize. But at least I'm trying things, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if that works. So ish.
We're very patient.
Clearly. I mean, it's D&D, right? You can't not be.
Hey, even on a bad day, we're still just chilling with a bunch of the homies.
Truth that. Let me see if I can get this. What? No, not that. Hang on. Where's that? No.
Wait.
I shouldn't have wanted that. Damn it.
Did we ever devise a way to communicate with Orion?
No.
Just yell.
Hand signals, semaphore, that sort of thing.
We just kind of let him up there fighting a wyvern by himself and ignored him.
Yeah, there we go. That kind of works, eh?
5 versus 1 on the smaller wyvern. While Cody goes mano a mano.
Wow, why isn't that showing up? Oh, because it's not part of that. Okay, so I gotta do that.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Love it.
So that's that. As it's smoking through. We can do a bunch of these. These are great.
It's actually great.
As the vehicles, I want to get like camera shake going. Actually, that's what I really want to get going. As the vehicles are smoking through the space, as it were. Whose turn were we on here?
We were doing Orion's.
That's right, Orion. You fly down in low, getting soaked in the sand clouds as the camera holds against your face, showing an expression of what? You got goggles on in this, so just taking it. Fair enough. It hurts, but it's not causing you damage yet. You imagine over time it could probably wear you down, like turn you into the sands after all. From there, though, you can see up ahead Sorth is getting ready for his action. Was there anything else you had to declare? Sorth, my man, the camera sweeps in past and in towards where you situate yourself, alongside the many wyverns nearby. As the camera pulls back to show, camera pulls back to show the bus hurtling through the sands. Then we can do this sort of thing. What are you up to?
Okay, so clearly my stick trick didn't work. So I'm gonna go back with old reliable and whip out my bow.
That sounds
and
fine.
let one loose on the mama.
Right on, right on.
Let's see. Solid 26 to hit.
All right. 26 will smoke it, as you might imagine.
Nice. Looks like we're having chicken for dinner tonight. As I hit. What's that? 9, 4, 13.
13 points of total damage.
Yep.
Terrific stuff. You blast against. Sorry, and you're hitting it with your what now?
That's my frostbow.
Okay. What are you doing with your staff, by the way? Is your crossbow a hand crossbow or is it a light crossbow?
No, that staff thing I just threw it down. I was like, screwed, I'm not using it right now. So I used my one action to take it out, take the bow out, and then the second one to shoot it.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, all right. I guess you can just leave your foot on it or something like that to keep it from.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? Rolling
falling
away.
off of the edge.
Rolling away. Yeah. Terrific. With that said, that's all right. I can control the opacity like this. That's all right. That's cool.
Oh,
actually.
cool.
Yeah. There we are.
That's pretty neat.
That works a lot better. There's literally opacity like that too, but. As you guys watch Sorth throw down the staff, he then takes out the crossbow, claps down a longbow. Longbow.
Yeah, it's a longbow.
Fine, longbow it is then. And screams of pain. There it is. Took a moment. Sorry about that.
Is this mom or the little one?
That's the mama.
And you said it was 13 points of damage, bringing her to 19. Bringing her to 95. Bringing her to 95. And with that said, the arrow flying straight and true, embedding itself into the carapace of the creature, sending scales away into the stratosphere around it, bringing the camera swerving around upon your resolute face to show an expression of...
Just a large teeth smile.
Terrific stuff. And we see the Weaver's reflection in those massive teeth as it swerves from the pain, attempting to avoid its kidlet. The camera swerving from Sorth to Mo, just in behind, coming all the way around from the other side to show you standing there aloft on the top of the bus, l'autobus.
Okay. I'm gonna take a deep breath. And I'm gonna fire another firebolt with a mommy.
Okay.
13 or higher, right?
What's that?
13 or higher, right?
Yeah.
I don't hit.
That's too bad. As
Inspire someone.
Yeah, I'm gonna inspire him.
There you go.
Come on, little thing. Hit something.
Thing, who you calling a thing?
What do you got for
Math.
What are you attacking with? This is
firebolt.
Okay, very good.
Math 20 with the 13 damage.
Very nice. So with that said, sorry, there. It's gonna be another one of these right here. As it screeches out, taking 13 points of damage. This is Mommy again.
Yep.
Mommy not doing so good. As the firebolt sails away and explodes in her face, she dips down suddenly, narrowly striking into her kidlet as she tries to gain altitude overhead. She's visibly weakened as she attempts to pick up and swerve around. As the camera swerves against the tank down below as it brings itself in line to open fire upon the kid. The kid tries to fly away, out the way. Oh yeah, open fire already did its thing. And bury him. What up?
The two wyverns on our right, are they both like together right now?
They more or less are.
I'd like to cast Shatter. 'Cause that's within 60 feet, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I'd like to cast Shatter on them and... Oh, God.
Did you roll shit? Oh wait, do I have to save or do you roll? I save. Pretty sure, yeah?
Con save.
Yeah, Constitution.
The one makes it, the other does not. With a 10 plus 3. I'm assuming that fails.
It's a DC 14, it looks like.
Yeah, it's 14.
Mommy makes it. Probably gonna die anyway, but the kid does not.
And it was a total damage of 22.
Oh.
Shatter is brute.
That was arcane firearm bonus, so...
How do you mind HP pool?
That would be the end of Mommy.
Don't mouth off to me, Mo.
As you focus yourself upon their area and call upon your god's energy, you coalesce it for a moment and then let it burst. And you watch as Mommy suddenly bursts. Bits of her scales explode off all over. Her tail and what ruptures as the rest of her suddenly bubbles out and follows suit. The whole of her head seems to twist and explode apart as her jaw blasts from the force wide open, like someone had just grabbed it and wrenched it apart. Teeth explode out of her jaw, and the whole of her suddenly just tumbles, unceremoniously plowing down into the sand as it simply explodes. And she disappears away. A moment later, left in the dust, well and behind as you guys race ahead, and Rico shouts out, "Holy fuck! Did you see that thing?" Swerving to the side to narrowly avoid the rolling in wing, you guys actually thump slightly over the corpse of the mom as it rolls past. You can throw me an acrobatics check, Orion, as it tumbles, sending sand up into the air. The massive bouldering corpse rolling past you.
Alright. Thankfully I'm lucky. Got a 19.
Terrific stuff. As you lean back ever so slightly, allowing yourself to gain just that amount of lift, the camera yanks backwards to show the whole of you slowly pick up and over as this thing goes flying past. That thing over there. Mommy left far and away in the dust as nothing more than prey for the vultures. The whole of the frame lifts and undulates as you gain control once again. The camera coming in steady alongside you, showing the whole of the trio rolling through the sand as fast as the engines can carry you. Then suddenly, it pans upwards to show one angry lizard as it suddenly dips down with careless abandon sailing in towards you. It lands in upon the frame, maybe. Let me roll this up. With a 15 plus bonus, it comes hurtling down into you. Throw me acrobatics to save the frame. Save the frame!
Oh, fuck yeah. Nat 20, 27.
Shut the front door. What the fuck? Alright. With that said, the camera pans against as somewhere, somehow, someone says, do a barrel roll. That sensibly might actually be the thing to do here. But regardless, it gets its 15 plus. It's going to do its damage like a champ. But you incredibly managed to pull the whole of the frame around and prevent it from getting ripped to the ground. With an 8 plus 4 for 12 plus 4 for 16 points of damage the frame is going to take. But with your
I feel as if I should do a barrel roll at this moment.
because you pulled this nat 20, I'm going to be a generous guy because there's no official rules on any of this. We'll give you half damage on that.
Ah!
As the whole of its claws rake and tear against the frame best it can, the frame suddenly... Man, now I want it to let go and it won't, eh? The whole of the frame
so
as it
now
comes
I'm above.
smashing into it. You roll the thing around as it comes down, unexpectedly hurtling in towards the ground. As you manage to barrel such, bringing yourself back into position a moment later, it rolls shit. And as you watch it into the sand and disappear a moment later, exploding against the ground and being far and left behind. The camera pans to show the kid suddenly realizing what's just happened. The lone hunter that he is, he swerves and suddenly follows suit, allowing the wind to carry him as you guys all hurtle ahead. The camera swerves up and around, panning against the whole of you as you continue to hurtle along through the Calimshan desert. Yeah, just far too close.
Got to give that little head nod over to the Dickmobile.
This is one of the single cooler effects that I've ever pulled off in my streams. It's the random shit here. So that's that. As you guys hurtle along, the driver of the Dick Tank pulling up and slowly alongside as the bus slowly pulls back, bringing itself in line with the frame undulates, picks up. I don't know how you're flying it currently, but are you staying at current altitude, staying at current distance? What are you doing?
I'm going to raise back up to kind of like 30 feet above, out of the
So it
sand and
happens.
in a more comfortable position.
Woo!
And I'll see if I can get the attention of anybody to kind of reel me in a little bit. I'll do this.
Am I facing him?
I don't know. Who is facing him? You guys tell me.
Probably not. I'm probably not facing him, so I don't see it.
I was facing the mama, so.
I was
that's all
also
fair.
facing the mama.
Shit.
Your friends are dicks, yo.
Yeah.
With that said, you guys continue to hurtle through the desert, of course, heading towards your whatever final destination there is. The tank pulling up ahead alongside you looks over towards you as the driver and outside the shell frame there looks over towards you guys as he's racing along, and he just gives you one of these. And he gives a thumbs up and cranks a lever as the engine roars, and he pulls off, leading away from you guys as Rico kind of swerves to miss a boulder. And the whole of the tank just pulls off, leading away from you guys. As I said, as the bus kind of leads this way. A moment later, he disappears from view, heading off to the leftwards, towards where you can see the cloud of the rest of all the other racers in the distance, the ones that Rico is keeping his distance from. It is 9:45. So with that said, you guys continue hurtling along as the camera pans against you guys some distance. Rico looks around to see if anybody's around. I don't know if anybody's joining him after the combat. What are you guys all doing after the tank heads away.
I'm gonna look at my meat stick and then I'm gonna notice Orion just kind of going like, "Hey, reel me in still." So I'm gonna go reel him in real quick.
I'm gonna load up another ballista and get a rope attached to it as well, and do a once over of it. Make sure it's still all looking good.
It seems the damage is mostly superficial. You do recognize one of the arm bindings was raked and will need to be mended, either with bolting a new piece of metal over it, or replacing the metal altogether. But it can be mended.
Okay. I'm gonna duck down into the bus then and ask Barium. Barium, the ballista took some damage. Are you able to fix it?
Yes, sir, I'm on it. We have some time now. We gotta take it.
Rico shouts out, "Get ready! I did not expect the Wyverns, but I did mean to warn you. We are heading into Tremor Sands, huh?" And you guys can roll me history. It's really 10 or better. Everybody more or less knows.
This doesn't sound good.
I'm not there to hear this, obviously, so I can't roll.
You're right back.
I got 10, so
9.
I got a 12.
17.
3, 4.
Laz, the history buff. Damn.
You're assuming that what I'm going to tell you is accurate.
I specialize in this shit, and I only rolled a 12 with a +6.
We're about to head to Tremor Sands. Big tremor.
You sound like Rocky Balboa.
Tremor Sands.
Need to find Kevin Bacon.
If you find Kevin Bacon,
Screw
you
that,
have
Burt
the key to
Gutner. There you
everybody.
go.
Sorry, where was I then? Yeah. So throw history 10 or better.
I got a 12.
Yeah.
Got it.
So long and the short, Tremor Sands, known as sandworm territories. Anywhere that these places are known for, all these places are known for attracting large predatory subterranean critters of variable size. Some the size of a person, some the size of a large mansion. By legend, not too many people see them that big, but many people swear that they have seen them that big. The point being, though, sandworms are known to be deadly, terrible, horrible things that are very, very attracted to anything making large vibrations. That is to say, armies, large platoons, loud engines. In general, vehicles such as yours.
But not flying gnomes, right?
No, you're safe.
Yeah. Woo!
Except for the fact that you're attached to a loud vehicle.
As Rico continues to drive along, he cranks into final gear, and he lets it hold steady as the engine just churtles and chirples, steadily guzzling away. Sand exploding all around. Is the frame parked on the vehicle? The frame's parked somewhere on the vehicle, I guess, eh?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, there's some sort of, like,
Some
latching
sort of
mechanism
mount
to... It kind of acts as a spoiler when not in flight.
I mean, why not?
So it gives us some downforce
Yeah.
For sure.
for better handling.
And you flip it over when you fly, or you just...
I do some 360 kick flips.
Oh wow, that did not work at all. I had dreams. But what
I
dreams?
bring out my inner stony rock, you know?
The downforce with that thing would be enormous.
It would also rip the thing apart, because if you think about it, I mean, it's a frame of what design? Leather and metal? And it's going to provide downforce for the bus?
I pictured like a
titanium.
wingsuit. I didn't realize it was like a
Thinking-
whole glider.
Oh, it was
Like
just
vibranium.
because it was
There
just
you go.
because it was built the way it was with the miniature. The frame was
Oh, okay.
printed the way it was. It's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
It is very cool.
So it is what it is.
You guys don't have to pad my ego.
Oh, we'll pad something.
How the fuck am I gonna do this though? I don't know.
We can just pretend.
This is not a game of imagination, okay?
Just put it on the stick and put the stick super low right behind it.
I
Yeah,
can't,
put it
I
on the
can't
stick.
do that. That's just imagining again. Oh,
Cheating.
I can do this. Oh, there we go. That's so much better. So much more realistic.
I can almost imagine it now.
No! Anyway, so is everybody inside the bus, or who's inside the bus, who's outside the bus?
I'm gonna be on top of the bus, just eating off that stick.
That's fine, that's fine. Are you situated like sitting cross-legged, or are you just like leaning relaxedly? One of
I'm
these
gonna be
guys?
sitting like in the corner,
Okay,
so
fair
like
enough. Steady against the railings. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Who else?
I'm on
knows?
top
Maybe,
working on. I'm on the ballista right now, working on it.
Okay.
Laz is reloaded, and since the ballista is under repair, I'm gonna have to pretty much stay alert. But the one thing I did realize is when I get a chance is to grab barium and see if there's a way to, either rig up some sort of pocket where I can keep on either side of the cannon a couple of my throwing axes, realizing
Okay.
that if we're reeling shit in, if I miss, I may need to have something there to huck it, whatever the hell's coming alongside us or getting on board.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Do we have a leather pouch or something we can hook on the side of it?
Yeah, we got a backpack, right? I can throw the rest of the shit
Mm-hmm.
down inside.
you can use
Alright.
my jerky sack.
And get something that'll hold the axes. You can hook it around the cannon, so they're right there whenever you need them.
That'll
Right.
That's all we
Ryan's
can
gonna-
do for now.
Orion's gonna whip out his 10-inch cock and start peeing off the back of the bus, while yelling at Barium to come fix his glider,
that he's pissing on.
his wings. Yeah.
You look like you could use a hand there, son.
I've got two, thank you. I can handle this myself. I've wielded it for many years, my friend.
Are you sure you're not gonna fall forward?
It's a challenge, but it doesn't hurt having a third leg. It's actually quite useful.
Here, let me put a hook on you, man. I want to make sure you're not gonna fall.
That's something I wanted to talk about. Does this glider have a quick release, just in case I need to bail and perhaps jump on a wyvern or something?
Not that I know of.
We're gonna have to figure that out, Anyways, it needs some repairing. That's what you're doing here, right? That's your role, right, Barium?
That's number 2 on my list right now.
Okay,
I have to get this ballista repaired.
I can wait, yes.
So if you want to go ahead and roll me a intelligence check, plus proficiency. Taking a quick once over of the ballista, you see what you got to do. You pull out a welding wand and set to work upon it.
Plus proficiency is 23.
Terrific stuff. Expertly and easily, do you connect down a simple length of metal?
Yes, sir.
And with that, it's reinforced and good to go. Turning your attentions, I'm assuming, towards the damaged frame. Sorry, for the ballista, could you go ahead and throw me... we'll say 3d6 plus 6. Actually, what's your proficiency?
Plus 3.
Okay, so plus 3.
So 3d6.
Actually, I suppose it should be your intelligence bonus by tradition. So instead of your proficiency bonus, it's this is basically the amount you're repairing the ballista for.
So I rolled a 7 for the 3d6, and proficiency or intelligence +3. So
Okay, either way. So 10 damage is off the ballista. It still has some structural integrity issues, but you can only do so much here. With that said, over to the frame, it's taken 23 points. You can see what you got to do is either replace the skin altogether or patch it. Of course, patching it is what you got to do here. You guys do happen to have a little bit of leather on board to take care of that. You can throw me again the same intelligence and proficiency.
While he's doing that, Orion's gonna finish peeing, and then he's gonna go around and smack everybody on the butt, congratulating them on a good victory.
All right.
I only rolled a 9 on this one.
I hope you wash that hands.
Everybody takes 5 experience per slap on the ass. Limited to 1 slap, that is. Yeah, I mean,
nicely done, yes. Good job, crew.
Well fought, my friend.
You too, yes. I saw what you were doing from up there.
May I have another?
Certainly.
you can you'll be able to repair the frame properly when you guys have a pit stop, but this is the best you can do for now. Same goes for the ballista. So you patch up the frame best you can, and you try to straighten out the frame some, but you realize that it's gonna need reinforcing at the corners, otherwise it'll break. With that in mind, you get yourselves. Was there anything else you were gonna try and repair or address?
Glider.
That was the glider. Just
Oh,
now.
alright.
Anything else?
Nope.
With that in mind, with that said, I should say. The camera, situated as such, holding steady against you guys as you guys are traveling along, suddenly pulls away as you guys sail off. Rico slightly turning away from the cliff and pulling off towards the center of the desert mass, as it were, stretching out towards your destination. As he says, "We are headed for the tremor sounds there. On the other side, we will find our destination for the first leg. We have done well this day, yeah? From what I imagine, you have proved yourself. Would that I could see more from where you are situated, huh?" He gives a smile as he glances up towards you, but he never really takes his eyes off the road, and he never looks too long at anybody. He's always paying attention ahead, just in case. Clearly, he's taking his role very seriously.
I do not know what awaits us ahead, but does anybody have a drink that we can celebrate?
Rico pounds the dash, and a glovey opens up. And inside you can see he's got a pair of bottles. And he points towards it and he says, "That one is for the road. That one over there." And you can see it's like a kind of emerald bottle that clearly has facets and a gilded top from where the cork is being held securely by a little gold wire. He says, "That one is for victory. Or if we are defeated. It is to brighten spirits."
Very well.
That's what I'm talking about.
With
Grab
that,
the bottle and
yeah.
pop it up, hand it around.
I take a swig and toast to victory and pass it over to the next and have a good drink of water from my water skin.
This is just the start, my friends. Wait until our allies pull through, and then things will get interesting.
Today's battle was less about killing some wyverns and more about letting our competition know not to fuck with us.
Whoa, damn. Sounding quite confident there, my friend.
Well, look around this room. Look around this bus right now. Look at our crew.
Hell, even Mo did some good today. Good job, Mo. Unky's proud of you.
Don't touch me.
Mo even for my respect.
Well, what awaits us, Rico? What next?
We head this way across the Tashajan. This is ancient historical place that has been reclaimed and rebuilt, huh? We shall see the Altar of Air, so I hear it is beautiful. I have seen it from a distance once. I hope to visit it perhaps this time. As he continues to hold the wheel one-handed, he holding the stick in the other, looks over towards you guys for an extended period of time, the longest that he seems to dare for the moment before looking back towards the road. And he says, "We should be there in perhaps." He looks up towards the sun, and he holds up a finger, and he seems to mouth counting as he moves his finger down, and then says, "Perhaps 4 or 5 hours." No.
Very well.
No.
I will go up top and keep watch.
And so you do. Leaving the guys. Nope. Man, I gotta get a proper engine going sound. I keep forgetting which one I'm using for whichever, so never mind. I have a bunch of it starting and going, but I don't have one for when it's just going. So it's kind of a bitch that way. In any event, the camera pans against you guys as you guys continue to careen along, heading off in towards the middle of the desert, heading away from the shoreline, heading away from the cliffs. You can see rocky outcroppings in the distance ahead. And Rico says, there are some vehicles, perhaps ours as well. I cannot think of too many of the routes through the Rockies that we can manage. But when it comes to the Tremor Sands, the best routes are those that take up through the stony plains and such. Few and far between as they are, there are some roads that a knowledgeable individual knows of. However, we are not quite equipped for some, as we cannot make for the trails, as they grow quite narrow. Still, we do better than some of the other vehicles that are absolutely magnificently humongous. But those that dare to do it on animal, or perhaps a flying machine, he looks over towards the back of the bus as he says this. Those are truly the daring, and can avoid these things altogether, should they survive the rest of the desert. And with that, the bus carries on as the camera slowly fades to black. And the credits start to roll.
Nobody died? Everybody's good?
Nope. Nobody died.
Sean, what'd you like? What'd you hate? Was your vote was the least?
Who was that to?
Sean, yeah, you.
Oh, yeah, no, it was great. I think this was definitely needed after weeks of pent up frustration on all accounts all around, including yourself, sir. No, that was a blast. I mean, Blaz was very happy to get a nat 20 there and do a decent bit of damage. It was tough holding back and not firing on the other vehicle. So it's pretty interesting to see how that may play out. Going forward, at least making friends on the road without having to. Mm-hmm. Seems like we do better, but we don't have to talk to people. But no, I think it's good because you see that missed opportunity. You're like, oh, I wish I had thought about this before we got out on the road, or I wish I had thought about this before you got on the road. So it's the consequences of your action or your preparation and what you do.
You guys are learning as you go. Right on. Cody, what'd you like? What'd you hate? What's your vote least?
I liked it all. I mean, other than the struggles at first, it was I felt bad for you. You know, you getting that all set up, but now it's good, and it's actually the positive is it's even better. You know, like the cameras, huge boost, and the sound is. I don't know if you did something different, but there's no sound issues at all tonight. And you sound even clearer than usual. So I don't know. There is some positives that came out of it. So
Cool.
As for the story and the campaign, amazing. I've been looking forward to it, and I did not expect Wyverns to come and join us there. That was kind of a surprise. So that's cool.
With one of the drummer sounds next session.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to expect from that, and I don't know if I should start gliding now or wait till the truck's on the road and just cut myself loose and fly away.
I'm looking forward to next session. I like this session's pacing. I would like to have gotten the session going earlier so I could actually get to the Tremor Sands, because that's been a big deal for me for a while. Otherwise, yeah, I'm looking forward to the next session and getting into that, and then introducing some of the other vehicles that I've got prepped to go in. And yeah, that's me. Over to Dobransky. What up?
Hey.
What'd you like, James?
I really
It was like
liked
this.
this session.
Right on?
It was cool. For the past 3 weeks, I've been completely prepared to fight this giant dick machine. But to see us actually ally with it was pretty cool, and a plot twist in my books.
Fair.
Again, the wyverns were a sweet add-on. It was like the first time we got to fight any animal that wasn't a cow or a horse. So,
And yet Sarah still wanted to eat it.
yeah. Hey man, new meat. This is exotic. Yeah, so it was awesome, and we got to like try out all the aspects of the bus. Like we got to attach the ballista to something. We got to see Orion in action, the cannon hitting full effect. It was pretty sweet to see it all come together.
Fair that, actually. That's very, 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 very true. That is very true. Right on. Where are there? Ben, what'd you like? Which was your first least?
I liked how I didn't die. I didn't get one shot. That was pretty great.
That's good. That's
I
good.
was really expecting me to just take like more than 20 damage in one shot and instantly die.
Which is
So
a
I guess
fair,
my
fair,
new
yeah.
sheet won't be useful for today at least.
And you can do damage there.
Yeah.
What I want to know is, did we ever talk about how my wild magic surge works?
Yeah, you asked me that on Discord there. There's rules for it. I can't remember if there was something specific that we were gonna discuss there.
Okay, yeah, I read it earlier. It was like you choose whenever I use a level 1 spell or higher, whether or not I should roll on the table.
I think it's every time you roll. What is it? Every time you cast a spell, you roll a d20, and if you get a 1, then it's wild magic time.
Okay.
That's how
real interesting.
That's how I understand wild magic.
So roll a d20 whenever I use a level 1 spell or higher?
Yes.
Alright.
And then if you get a 1, then you roll on the wild magic table, and that takes effect.
Okay.
I also want to say I like how the bus works, and in relation to how like you guys say, you start to understand things with this. If I was to go back and say let's design things about the bus, I'd do things differently, but I really like the bus. I think it's singly the coolest thing that any players have ever done to add to the game. This, I mean, honestly, Sean, this is the fucking coolest thing.
Sweet, man.
And I mean, I've seen some shit like this beats the double-decker house, and I'll show that in a minute. But yeah, this is immense. This is really something, because it's just, I mean, it is a lot. It is a lot.
Cool, man. Glad I can contribute.
Hey, man, that's a hell of a contribution. So anyhow, Rick, how you doing over there? What'd you like? What'd you hate? What's your part was the least?
So I second what you just said, and well, what everyone has said so far. Like, that is amazing. The bus, the glider, like all of that, I think is like phenomenal, Sean. Like, that's just cool as fuck. That enhanced literally everybody's
Yeah,
experience.
especially like for me, the glider. I appreciate you doing that because it adds a
Yeah.
whole different dimension for my playthrough.
Especially with the fact Dooley is able to like extend it like upwards and downwards
Yeah, it
because
does.
of the
Crazy.
dirt in the table. Like that's
Really
like
dynamic.
super. It's immersive as fuck.
By the way, anybody can just jump in there and fly it. Don't feel like you.
Don't feel like
If anybody wants to.
Yeah, being that we've now decided the frame is a huge glider frame, the only thing, it won't support anybody of 300 pounds or more. Actually, you know what?
Can't hear you.
Sorry?
I jinxed it.
You're kind of muffled a little bit. I think it's because of the sound a little too loud.
Oh, fair enough, actually. That is going to be loud, isn't it? I was going to say, the frame will support somebody of 200 pounds or less.
I kind of see Laz as like B.A. Baracus. He does not want to fly.
I don't think Barian would be too fond of it.
I'm too fat.
I liked seeing everybody working together in different ways around the bus in order to take down the same targets as well. I thought that like strategically that was by far the most unique thing we've done in any of our sessions.
Is the which now? The strategic, sorry?
The way that the bus and the race like makes everything so strategic. Like we set up the bus for how long and like placing the weapons and having the ability to go up on top and all that.
Yeah.
And everyone with our abilities is like interacting in their own ways in order to take down targets in the race format, which is unique as more unique than anything we've done.
More unique than most any D&D I've ever ran. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the in-air battle was awesome.
Yeah.
Just the interaction of who's above who, where you're trailing to, and the reality of like, hey, you're tethered to something. So even though you want to put the brakes on, you're still getting dragged along behind something. There's only so much you can do with that. It's not like you're a powered flight.
Yeah.
Working with someone who's on the winch the whole time and having to throw them signals is a bonus action or free action, I guess I'd allow that. But having to throw signals to people and having somebody else have to use their bonus action to winch you out 20 feet or winch you in 20 feet or whatever the hell that you're after.
I'm not a lot of teamwork.
Yeah, like this whole thing, you guys are a race team, right? And sorry?
I was just gonna say, I think me, Mo, and Swords are the most free out of anybody to do the extra to help Orion.
Just whatever it might be that you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Did I did what I asked. Did I hear right? That we're heading basically to like the first checkpoint on this ride.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to get a point to kind of stop, gather our thoughts a little bit.
100%. Yeah, this isn't like an endless race. You do this in legs.
Yeah.
Legs and heats, right? And the competitors change, and it's like people who win, people who lose, people who die. So, but yeah, so you guys are eventually going to get to Dasha Gen, as it were, which is this old historical place. It was wiped out once upon. It was reclaimed by a couple sultans who turned it into, for lack of a better term, a tourist trap. It was once a place known for the altar of the Lady of Air, and it's now the Lady of Air. Come on down and enjoy all sorts of body therapy. Coast on a cloud. Learn to float, swim, and fly with the birds. And so, the whole of the place is, they hire mages, and they hire mages to create, like, illusionary environments and experiences for people, and the rich from all around Calimshan go to this place. So it's a pretty ritzy dive, for lack of a better phrasing.
Are we going to get Orion a session at the iFly so you can
The eye fly. I love it. Everyone can take 20 experience on that alone. With that said, you guys, you guys are headed towards that place as your first destination. And Alex, sir, would you like what you hit was your purpose least?
Other than the little bit of technical difficulties in the beginning, I really liked how smooth everything was and how good the sound was tonight. That really was nice.
Cameras.
I thought it was super, super cool the way you had the little extending routes for the flying things.
Mm-hmm.
I had always kind of wondered how you actually handled that, because we haven't encountered anything flying at that table yet.
These are, in case you're wondering, these are barbecue forks.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, that worked super well. So that was cool to see. My only dislike was I was trying hard to get myself some wyvern poison, but she got away.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna like pull over for it, right? It's one of those things. But yeah, if you could get him with the ballista, I'm gonna say that you probably want to get one of the little ones. Although I imagine you want a lot of poison, which I totally respect.
Damn.
Right on. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. If I was to say that there's like a next time on, it'd be as you guys are pounding over the dunes and into view comes one fucking massive as the camera fucks up.
What the fuck is that?
Oh yeah, Julie's been busy. As it comes in flying towards you guys, and this guy overhead just hollers out towards you in some language that you're not quite sure of. But as this thing comes trucking in towards you, the whole of the place suddenly erupts with all sorts of tremors all around you. The music crescendoing in this massive moment as you guys watch an explosion of sand as Shai Halud itself comes flying out and racing after you guys. As this guy swerves out of the way and this guy comes hurtling in towards, everything cuts to black.
Well, I hope you heal.
Sorg needs to tame that thing and ride it.
I still got some meat on that.
I'm surprised there isn't a competitor riding one of those. That'd be crazy.
No shit, eh?
Yeah.
Wearing a still suit and glowing blue in the eyes.
Yeah.
Fucking just riding in towards you guys like one of these.
Yeah, he's just surfing on it.
Right?
The dune surfer.
Seriously. Watch out for that guy. Look, he's the dangerous fucking one out of everybody. Yeah. So I look forward to next session as well. That should be a lot of fun.
How much experience?
I guess this session everybody can take 5. What level is everybody? No, what level is everybody right now?
Level 5.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Everyone's level 5. You guys can take 1,250 experience.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
What did you say?
1,250 experience.
Well, pity. Oh, halfway to
Are
6.
saved.
I'd still be stuck in level 4 if I didn't die.
Bro, what kind of spell did you cast on your spoon? You got a purple spoon.
It's purple. Enchanted. It makes your
Enchanted
it's
spoon.
+5 flavor on everything you eat.
Spoon plus 5.
What's this spoon? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I have to add one thing.
Spoon.
Yeah, it's purple.
Fucking glowing. Look at that.
Oh shit. Fuck yeah, never mind. I see that now. Hey, what is up with that? You grabbing a reflection off your screen or your keyboard?
Yeah.
That's sweet. That's actually really cool.
Gen Z.
I have to-
RGB.
I have to say, like, it was kind of like a hidden gem that your PC kind of took a shit just because you upgraded it, and like the cameras are like they're
cameras
really
are
good
huge.
now.
It just makes me
Like,
realize
they
maybe
improved so much.
that's fucking weird. and funny as fuck. Because frankly,
Yeah.
it makes me realize.
I used to like jitter around when you moved it,
Really?
and I'd have to watch on the Twitch stream to see what was going on.
Really? It was that bad?
Yeah.
See it? It
I
was
don't
always
wanna,
like so different
make you
in
feel
like
bad.
compared to Twitch. It was always so different in Zoom. Like in
Twitch
Zoom,
was
it was
perfect.
like it was like 5 FPS in Zoom.
Yeah.
Oh wow, seriously.
Yeah.
But here on Zoom now it's perfectly fine?
It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
same as
Yeah,
Twitch.
real clear. Yeah.
Huh. Maybe I should
It's like perfect quality. You know?
Maybe I should invest in more RAM. Honestly, if that's what it is. I wonder if that's what it is. But yeah, new motherboard. Shit, man, what can I say? New.
It should be better USB now.
It might be too, yeah. It is 3.2 as opposed to 3 and whatever that card could provide. Hell, I think
Yeah.
most of the ports on the motherboard were actually USB 2. That's funny.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah, I mean, here we are. We got new tech. Woo! So, I mean, whatever. It's worth it in the end. Hey, man, I mean, you know what? It was fun putting the PC together. I want to get another case for this thing. It's a mini ATX. It's a mini ATX? Yeah, it's a mini ATX board that I want to get a smaller case for. It's sitting in my old server tower from, like, ages. This case is fucking... What are we at? What did I say this was? How old am I? It is 21 years old.
Holy.
Wow.
I thought my case was old.
Nope, this case right here was with me when I first went to post-sec. Oh, wow. I mean, what can I say? It is a Thermaltake Zacer 3. Oh, you guys can't see shit. Hang on a sec. Let's just throw the share up again. And then, so, yeah, this case is a Zacer 3, as it were. Still Thermaltake. From when Thermaltake was Thermaltake, man. Yeah, right on. Anyway, now there's the case. It's huge. I don't know the banana for scale. But yeah, it's humongous.
Do you have anything else for scale?
I'm trying to think what I have. There's a Dracolich.
Very specific on the banana.
It's a rabbit thing. What else I got? I mean...
Can you put your rare in front of it?
Yeah, there you go. Jeez.
Oh, not that one. Not that
Hang on, I'm gonna grab a D20 for comparison here. Here's a D20 for comparison. Yeah, D20.
Okay.
That's big.
one. Yeah, that's pretty big.
It's at least 2 D20s.
At least. If
Technically, that's correct.
maybe more. Depends on the size of the D20s, I guess. But regardless, yeah, I mean, it's a 21-year-old case, and I'd love to get fucking, maybe this big. You know what I mean? Fucking as small as I can get. With that, it has to be a massive power supply, though. It's a 750 in there, the biggest I can get in town. Probably not the biggest I can get in town, but the biggest I can get at Best Buy. Just
Oh, it's a big improvement.
quick and simple. Yeah, no, it's nice, actually. They make these things slick now, too. They got all sorts of, like, sticky bits. Sexy little board. Look at that. It's very nice.
I need to build another PC.
But like I say, you can just... Funny thing is, this is just your standard...
I have parts and pieces, but I've never like rebuilt the whole thing.
Yeah, it's just your
So
standard...
that's that light
LTE.
strip you're talking about.
You can just plug in and unplug. I was really impressed with that. That had to be the coolest feature of it.
Yeah.
Not just some bullshit LED that you can stick in and take out. And then control from the computer, from the software.
Huh. That's cool.
Yeah, I was impressed. But yeah, all told, $500, and there it is. We're back online. Back with the Besaid player. What's his name? Waka?
Yeah. Waka.
Waka Waka.
Waka waka.
Right on.
Alright, my dudes. Well,
Alrighty.
Alright, guys, that was
have
awesome.
a good night. Good
Another
stuff.
successful session.
Nice to be
That was a
back.
blast.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Glad everyone had fun. And if you like what you see, I stream every Monday from 7 o'clock approximately, usually 8 it seems, until whenever we finish, which tonight was 10. Until next time, it's been my pleasure to be your Dungeon Master, your entertainer, with my fantastic palette of personalities. It is my plethora of players. And until next time, your 20s always land on 20. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Anybody in the chat have any comments, questions, anything like that before I shut her down? I'll assume that's a new. And with that, another fantastic night of Dungeons and Dragons comes to a close. And it was a fantastic night of Dungeons and Dragons. This was a good night. This went well. I was pleased with this. It was exciting. It was fun. It wasn't overbearing or overwhelming. It wasn't supposed to be. It was just right, if you will. I need to add more video effects. That's something I definitely need to do. More video effects that provide visual flair, visual antics. Explosions, puff of dust, that sort of thing. Add more memory to this system too. Just fucking pile it on. Probably take her up to 64 gig pretty easy. A lot more really if I want to grab 16 gig sticks. Which suddenly I really want to do. Who knew my most powerful gaming PC would be the one I do tabletop D&D with? Kind of funny that. So it goes though, eh? Right on. Well, it's been a pleasure.